I'm talking about how to wow your customers. Now, we're all customers, whether it's employees, your suppliers, you know, obviously your customers, but really all the people you meet in life are your potential customers. They're people that you need to impress. There's people that may not be your direct customers, but they actually know other people that are, so they're going to refer you. So you really need to have an attitude of really leaving something of yourself behind, wowing your customers. And I remember when I did my MBA, I read this book, In Pursuit of Excellence, and wow. And I also I can't remember his name for the moment, it will come to me. Tom Peters, yeah. And I met him as well, and I really loved a lot of the work that he was doing then and still doing now. So I had an experience today. So a normal day, Friday, it's cooling down, about to go off to the gym, and the postman comes, rings the bell for a package for me to sign, and I wasn't really expecting anything. So I got this package, ripped it open before I ran out the door, and guess what? Now, some of you may know that I'm a Sage business expert, and so last year I was lucky enough to go out to the Sage conference in Chicago and speak out there and work in the mentor neighborhood. It was absolutely brilliant. And this year I was able to participate the one just down the road from me and in Excel, and it was equally as good. And there's I think about 50 Sage business experts, and what we do is that we write content from our own area of expertise. And so you might have a website person, a productivity person, a mindfulness person, that we're all running our own businesses, but we work as a team to support the customers of Sage and also Sage itself. But with all of these relationships, it's unpaid, so it has to be reciprocal. And so a thank you is quite nice. We kind of work together as a team. But what's really nice with all customers, when you get something you least expect, and I'll show you what I got today. I've got brilliant. And my little compliment slip with some lovely words from the gorgeous Megan and Ellie. And they're the two people that I work with, that we work with as Sage business experts. And so I was really absolutely gobsmacked, and I think I sent a message to them that I was completely shocked and surprised, because I wasn't expecting it. It doesn't have to be anything big, although I really love what I've got. But when you're thinking about building your relationships, when you're thinking about maintaining your relationships, certainly in business, we do this naturally in our personal lives, but we kind of don't continue a lot of that relationship building and nurturing in our business life. So it's really important to surprise your customers, your employees, your suppliers. And that really takes just a little bit more thought. It doesn't have to be expensive, it doesn't have to be big, but it's actually doing something that they least expect. And it can be anything. In my book, I write about this in the chapter around process, and it's all about what kind of process you need in place to continue and consistently, is the word, to wow your customers, to please your customers, to keep them coming back and keep them recommending. And what I talk about is that you understand your customers, the language and their wants and their needs and their desires, right? You do work with them, but you've got to really understand those little things that are going to please them, not the big things. It's not just about the product or the service. It's all the bits in between, all of the other touch points, the customer journey, the after service. But if you really understand your customer, and it's a lot easier to do than you think for business to business customers, but they don't do it. So if you think of what is the thing that's going to make the difference, what's the little thing that's going to make the difference? And in my book, I give some examples of giving a customer experience wow. And so I talk about this quite a lot. So it's lovely when you're on the other end of it and you receive something that you're least expecting, and it really does surprise you and it makes you feel really good, so much so that you want to talk about it, that you want to share it with other people. And in doing that, what happens? If you wow your customers, they're going to talk about you. They're going to talk about you to all their friends, you know, all their colleagues. They're going to recommend you. You don't have to ask for recommendations if you're wowing your customers. They will naturally recommend you. They'll get on Facebook Lives and they'll scream about how wonderful Sage is because you've just wowed a Sage business expert. And they'll talk about you, recommend you, and that's what you want. You don't really want to be selling. You want your customers to buy, and it's really about social proof, it's really about recommendations, it's really about word of mouth referrals, and it's about creating the experience for the customer so they do that naturally. People will reciprocate, they will want to reciprocate, they will feel beholden to you when you've done that little bit extra. And that little bit extra doesn't have to be worth hundreds and hundreds of pounds. It can, but you have to think about what that is. What is that little bit extra for that particular customer group or that particular client? What is that little bit extra that you can do? How can you go that extra mile so the customer realizes you've gone that extra mile? And that's what you need to do in business. We do it in our personal lives. We don't do it nearly enough in business. So I'm going to show off to you just one more time about my gift. Now I'm running Fit for Life for cancer research. And I do it every year. It's around the time of my brother's passing. So it's a bit of a celebration of his life, really, and really just putting a bit back into the community. So what I'm going to do on Saturday after my 10K run, which I haven't trained for, so I'm a bit worried about, I'm going to open my box, read the instructions and set myself up. So I might be showing you another picture, but until then it's staying in the box. But I really do thank you, Sage, and really do appreciate this gift. I'm absolutely loving it, and thank you, Megan and Eleanor. I really appreciate all that you do for us, and you know, I look forward to continuing to work with you. But I wanted to give you one more example, and I have got an HP Scepter. And I've had it for about 18 months, 2 years now. You might hear school children, they're all going on trips, so they go down my road making lots of noise, really excited and things. Customer pleasure, look at that. You're wowing those customers, those school kids. And so, yeah, so my Sage Scepter, not Sage, my HP computer, laptop computer, I got it, and I got it in this amazing box, and I was so impressed. I've kept the box. I just think it's wonderful. So this is the box. This is like 18 months, and I'm not a hoarder, I promise you, I'm not a hoarder. But I absolutely love this box, the way that they've designed it. So I'm going to kind of open it up if I can, because I don't open it up very often. But this is going to be really useful at some point when I do some speaking and I talk about, you know, wowing your customers. That's not the reason why I've kept it, because I absolutely love it. So you open it up and they've got these foam corners, and inside the box with the handle is another box, which is incredible, and it's just beautiful. It's so well made, it feels like it's a wooden box. And then you can see they, sorry about that, damaging my box. Yeah, so you can see there that it's got a little seal. Everything fits perfectly. It's been beautifully engineered. All the foam, it's such high quality. And then you've got the inners there and a lovely little envelope. It's just all of the corners. This is such a beautiful box. So much so I've kept it. I probably value the box more than the computer, actually. Yeah, so customer wow isn't just about the particular product. It's about the experience, the gift of opening the box and relishing what's in the box And the actual box itself, it says something about the quality of the product. It says something about the designer that has created this for the product inside. And you know, Apple, Steve Jobs absolutely got this, and a lot of companies have caught up. I've just got my Samsung 8, and the previous one, my Samsung 6, it came in a beautiful box, and I wasn't quite so impressed with this one, so I'm not going to be keeping that one. But I wanted to show you this. So wow can be created not just by the actual product itself, it's everything else around that. It's creating an experience for your customer. The opening of the box feels very much like a gift. I know I've paid for it, but it still feels like a gift when it comes in such beautiful packaging. So I accept my gift with great pleasure, Sage UK, Ellie and Megan. Thank you so much. I'm going to relish it. I'm going to keep the box on my desk while I continue to work. And on Saturday, I am going to have a smoothie and I'm going to sit down. I'm going to open my box. So thank you for the gift. I really do appreciate it. It's wonderful of you. So I just wanted to do a quick Facebook Live. This is a customer that has been wowed.